こんにちは、ゆうこ先生です。Have you noticed that in Japanese, we mark some time expressions with the particle ni like Saturday, but not others like tomorrow? How can you know when to use ni or not? That's one of the questions I often receive, so today, I'm going to explain how to determine when to use the particle ni and the other tips you must know as a beginning learner of Japanese.I teach Japanese to learners worldwide through my online courses, and this is a sample lesson from the course Japanese 3 Verbs and Particles. You can find the course lesson list to download and a link to the course website in the Shoma section below. By the way, enrollment for the complete course package with 10 Japanese courses ends in December 2023.Please join soon if you want to secure your spot for unlimited access to this package. Find more information in the description below. では、レッスンを始めましょう。In this lesson, I am going to guide you through how to construct Japanese sentences with 4 units. The 4 units are subject or topic with the particle はTime expressions with the particle に direct object with the particle を and then predicate, in this case, verb at the end of the sentence. So, for instance, if you want to say, I will watch a movie tomorrow, you have to say, 私は明日映画を見ます。If you want to say, I will watch a movie at 8 instead, then you have to say, 私は8時に映画を見ます。Some of the time expressions do not take the time marker に。Some of the time expressions do take the time marker に。Why the difference? Let me explain, okay? Point number 1. When to use the time marker に。If the time expression is either relative time expressions or regular intervals, then you don't add the time marker に。Relative time expressions are such things as today, tomorrow, yesterday, tonight, next year, or this month. Regular intervals are such things as every day, every morning, every night, every week, every month, or every year.These time expressions do not take the time marker に in Japanese. On the other hand, if the time expressions are absolute time expressions, then you have to add the time marker に. Absolute time expressions are days that have special name attached to it, such as holiday or birthdays, specific point of time, which is o'clock in English,days of the week, name of the month, or specific year. They are absolute time expressions and have to be marked by the time marker に in Japanese. You can also remember it this way. This is what they do with absolute time expressions in English. てってってって Right. They use prepositions to mark absolute time expressions. So you can keep in mind that when you mark a time expression with a preposition in English, then you have to mark the same time expression with the particle に in Japanese. By the way, if you already know hiragana, you must be wondering why there are mismatches between hiragana and the Romaji spellings as you see here.This is because there are pronunciation rules when it comes to double vowels in Japanese. When there is a sequence AE in spelling, we pronounce it AA. So, eiga is pronounced eega. Likewise, for the sequence OU in spelling, we pronounce it OO. So, 土曜日 is pronounced 土曜日. In my lessons, I am using the JSL system for Romaji, meaning I spell each word based on how we pronounce it, not based on how we spell it in hiragana. That's why you sometimes see mismatches between hiragana and Romaji spellings in my lessons. Romaji is not a Japanese writing system. It was invented for foreign people who cannot read our letters. So there's no one unified rule as to how to spell Japanese in Romaji. If you are interested in learning different Romaji systems, you can watch this lesson. I'll leave the link to the lesson in the description box below. Point number 2. The word I, 私は often gets dropped. When the subject or topic is I, 私は, we tend to drop it. So when I simply say 明日映画を見ます, it automatically means I will watch a movie tomorrow. In Japanese, we don't repeat saying I in every sentence. So in fact, dropping the word 私は makes the sentence sounds more natural and flows better as Japanese, especially in spoken language. So here are the 2 points that we have covered. Point number 1. Absolute time expressions that they mark with prepositions in English do take the time marker に in Japanese. Point number 2. That word I, 私は often gets dropped, especially when we are speaking the language. By keeping these 2 points in mind, let's try one translation exercise together. Here is the sentence. I am going to withdraw money on Tuesday. The first thing that you have to do is to convert each unit into Japanese word. In this sentence, there are 4 units. I, withdraw, money, Tuesday. The word I is of course 私は in Japanese. However, as I just said, 私は tends to get dropped to sound more natural as Japanese, so I'm not going to use it in this sentence, okay? Now we have 3 units left that we need to convert into Japanese. Let's do that one by one. The first one, withdraw. 下ろします。下ろします。money. お金。お金。Tuesday. 火曜日。火曜日。These are the 3 units in Japanese. Now let's put them in the order. The fundamental rule when it comes to constructing sentences in Japanese is to place the predicate, in this case the verb, at the end of the sentence. This is something that you can never change, okay? And then, the second step is to mark each unit with the right particle. Money, お金, is the direct object that you are going to withdraw, so you have to mark it with the particle を. Tuesday, 火曜日 is a day of the week, so you have to mark it with the particle に. Now it's done. This is good enough. This is completely grammatical, meaning I am going to withdraw money on Tuesday. お金を火曜日に下ろします。お金を火曜日に下ろします。Very good. Just one more thing. We tend to put the direct object right before the verb, so I would say this is the most common order. 火曜日にお金を下ろします。So, I'm going to withdraw money on Tuesday in Japanese is 火曜日にお金を下ろします。Here's a quick review of the tense of Japanese verbs. If the verb has mas at the end like this, it can indicate both future and present tense, depending on the context. So, 下ろします can mean withdraw, will withdraw, or I'm going to withdraw. Today in this lesson, we learned how to construct Japanese sentences with 4 units and when to use the time marker に. When you join my online course, Japanese 3, Verbs and Particles, you will receive structure diagrams like this so that you can construct more complex sentences. You can find more information about Japanese 3 in the Shoma section below. こんにちは、ゆうこ先生です。日本語オンライン学校スマイル日本語アカデミーで日本語を教えています。I have been teaching Japanese for many years to English-speaking learners in the USA, and now I provide online courses for learners worldwide. In my courses, you can learn Japanese in your spare time at your own pace, and I'm always be there to answer your questions and support your learning. If you are interested in learning Japanese with me, please go to smilenihongo.com/class to check available courses. You can get a discount by signing up for multiple courses in the package. Course packages are not always open, so please check available packages at smilenihongo.com/packages. I look forward to having you as my student and being part of your Japanese learning journey. 皆さんと一緒に日本語を勉強するのを楽しみにしています。ではまた次のレッスンで会いましょう。